The age-old question that clients are dying to know. Are these greedy barbers overcharging for a simple service? Are these money-hungry opportunists exploiting the very clients that they should love and take care of? Why do barbers charge so much for house calls?
$40.
Well, make sure you watch to the end because I'm gonna break it all down and answer the question that's been keeping you all up at night. If you're a client that's wondering why your barber's house calls are so expensive, or if you're a barber and you're wondering what should I charge to do house calls,
$1 million.
there's a few reasons why barbers charge so much for house calls. So I'm gonna break it down in the clearest, simplest way possible. When it comes to a barber determining their price for a house call, the barber has to take into consideration many factors that determine whether or not their price of a house call is economically beneficial. Let's dive into all those factors. The first point is that house calls are very time consuming for the barber.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There's many details that go into doing a house call that many clients may not realize. In order for me to do a good haircut at somebody's home, I'm gonna need most, if not all, of my tools, supplies, products, etc. that I use at the shop. I'm gonna need those with me at the house call. In order for me to pack up all of my tools, my supplies, my clippers, my products, my gels, my sprays, my cleaning supplies, my disinfecting supplies, my razors, my shears, my mirror, my ring light. Realistically, in order to pack this all up, get it into my car, and just hit the road, that's at least a 15 to 20 minute process. To do a good house call, barbers have to take a lot of stuff. People's homes usually have poor lighting, bad chairs, and they're generally not set up to do haircuts, so we have to bring a lot of our stuff to the home with us. So in order to get in the car to go do a house call, I'm already 15 to 20 minutes in the hole. Now I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas Metroplex, and for those who don't know, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is huge.
I always call it massive. Sometimes they say huge. Not a bad one. Huge.
One thing about DFW is you gonna drive. It is very common and realistic for anybody to drive 30, 40 minutes plus to go anywhere in Dallas. So let's say it takes 20 minutes to get all my supplies into the car. Now it takes 40 minutes to get to the client's home. I'm already an hour in the hole and I haven't even gotten inside the client's home yet. Now, once I get to the client's location, many people may live in apartments or downtown areas where you have to buzz in, where you have to pay for parking, you have to find parking, etc. So once I'm an hour in, I get to the location, it might be another 10, 15 minutes before I actually get up to the client's apartment or into their home. So let's say I finally get inside the client's home. We're at an hour and 15 minutes right now. Now I have to set up all those same supplies, tools, and products that I had to pack up to come with me. Now I have to break those down and set them up at the client's home to get ready to cut the hair. That's gonna be at least another 15-minute process. So now, if my math is correct, we're at an hour and a half and we haven't even started the client's haircut yet.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now we're at an hour and a half. The haircut's gonna take at least 45 minutes to an hour. By the time the haircut's done, we're at 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours in, the haircut's done. Now I need to clean up, sweep up. I need to pack all my supplies back up, pack up my ring light, pack up my chair if I brought a chair, pack up my clippers, pack up my products, pack up everything that I brought, get it back down the elevator, get it into my car, and that itself was a 15-minute process. So now by the time I get back to my car, I'm at 2 hours and 45 minutes. So now I'm about to hit the road back to the shop, and guess what? The drive back to the shop is 45 minutes. So now I'm at 3.5 hours. I finally got back to the shop. Now I need to take out all my supplies from my car again, all my tools, all my lights, all my products. I gotta take those back out of my car, bring them back into the shop, and I gotta reset up my station so I'm ready to go for the rest of my day at the shop or for the next day. And that process is another 15 minutes. Now I'm at 3 hours, 45 minutes by the time I'm back set up at the shop. So now I have to ask myself as the barber, how many haircuts could I have done in those 3 hours and 45 minutes?
Over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right!
Most barbers could do at least 4 or 5 haircuts in 3 hours and 45 minutes. So let's say a barber charges 50 bucks. If a barber charges 50 bucks and he could do 5 haircuts in 3 hours and 45 minutes, that would be a total of $250. Therefore, in order for that barber to have taken that house call, that barber should have charged at least $250, if not more when you count in tolls, parking, general convenience, etc. If that barber charged less than $250, the numbers would not make sense for him to do that house call. When barbers are choosing their house call price, they need to take these numbers into consideration. If not, it doesn't make sense. If not, they're wasting precious time and money. A lot of barbers are busy. Me personally, I'm married, I have 4 kids, so my time is very precious. If I'm gonna be taking extra time away from my home, my wife, and my children, it has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I can't do it. If the barber's house call price ends up being less than or equal to the price above, then doing a house call is counterproductive and not beneficial. In fact, the barber will be losing money to do a house call for a lesser price. As barbers, we love our clients, we appreciate our clients, but we also have to be smart with our time and operate our business as a business. Barbers, if you feel like there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments below. And clients, if you still think these barbers are tripping, let me know why. For the rest of you, the next time you hear somebody asking why barbers charge so much for house calls, send them this video. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe for more content like this. Peace.